So I'd say there's definitely a common thread in terms of storytelling. So we kind of say that the films of NFFTY represent like the voice of this generation, which, sounds whatever, but it's true. We have films, from all over the world, and places like Egypt and Iraq and, places where you wouldn't necessarily usually see youth-made films. And then we have films from, Middle America and all over the country. And you realize how similar all these filmmakers are. They're really telling a lot of times the same kind of story. And mostly it's about, kind of coming of age and what they're dealing with as filmmakers of that generation and that age. So that's kind of cool to kind of see this kind of connection across the world with the filmmakers. And of course, from a technical standpoint, there's always things that as you're a young filmmaker with less resources, you always realize like, man, if they had just cut this down and edited this a little shorter, this would have been so much better. Or, if it had better sound or better music. So you definitely see technical things like that where it's always the places that people trip sometimes and makes the difference between being, a okay or good film to being a really excellent film. And that's hard sometimes because there's a lot of times a film where you're just like, man, this has so much potential, but it's like 10 minutes too long and there's not room to fit it in because of that. And it's just not as strong of a film because of that. So I'd say if there's one thing above all else, it's the cutting down of the film in terms of for filmmaker advice, yeah.